when boring with the bloom machine, the 7-spindle head set up with the mirrored stops, I just simply have to push the side up to the back and up to the stop, make the first cut, set for depth, and then these pins just drop in the last hole for indexing. Everything's tight. And then one more time. So a standard side takes 3 presses. And then going back the other way.
Welcome to the Smart Wood Shop. Well, we are going back a ways here. I recorded this project back in October of 2011. My very first video was May of 2011, so this is just 5 months later.
So all the sides are bored and the shelves are there as well. So those parts are all ready for assembly. And that just leaves the bottoms and the spreaders that need to be pocket holed for the joinery. So the next thing I'll do is start cutting all the pocket holes.
Take note, when I was doing this project, I had my mobile wood shop out of the back of my F550 box truck with the lift gate. Times have changed with the Smart Wood Shop. I really miss this truck. I wouldn't trade it for the Smart Wood Shop. I think all in all, the trailer setup is better for me now, but I really did enjoy that. So now that all the parts are bored and milled and ready for assembly, first thing I'm going to do is take the spreaders that go on the top, back, and put those together to speed up assembly when I start putting the whole cabinet together. This 2-car garage I'm working in was in a townhome, and this is where I started YouTube, and I parked my cars in it every night. And even though I said I'd be doing 6, but I actually have 6 cabinets, but the 3 deeper ones, instead of putting a spreader in the back, top and bottom, I'll be putting a solid 3/4 back inside in place of that, simply because this is going to be an island and I'm going to be needing a solid back between the two, and rather than dealing with something thinner, 1/4 inch or something with spreaders like I'd normally build a wall cabinet or a base cabinet, I want something solid there. So we'll have a solid 3/4 back, but the back won't be placed on the back of the cabinet. It'll be placed inside the cabinet, pocket screwed in around, so that from the sides where the cabinets come together, you won't see that back sticking out, creating that space. That's just kind of for aesthetics. With 6 cabinets going back to back to create an island, 4 of the cabinets, 1 narrow and 1 wide on each side, the outside will be more visible than the inside. So for 2 of the sides on the large and 2 of the sides on the small, instead of boring the more finished side, I bored the B side, which will be inside. The rest I bored the A side, because the B side will be buried, sandwiched between 2 cabinets. But for the aesthetic, you will have a line between the 2. If I were overlaying it with a finished piece, like in a kitchen, that wouldn't be a consideration. But I'm making AC plywood the finished product. Watching myself work here, it's kind of a lot of fun. I mean, this is going back a decade. So, a lot of things have changed. I've had 2 different workshops after the truck. I've developed mini benches. Here I'm working on the original Paulk workbench. It's just, absolutely amazing to think about how much has changed. And this all came about in that aftermath of the housing crash of 2008, where I went from building many houses to going back, working out in the field and sharpening up my carpentry skills, and have really loved every minute of it. So it's just a lot of fun to see. A lot of the tools, I still use the same tools today. And I actually did a project after this one, and I've actually saved some of the video. I haven't looked at it yet to see if it's good enough to make a video, but on this house where I'm doing this particular project, it's a house that I actually built, a custom home that I built. And so I'm working for the homeowner. In fact, almost all of my remodels and work that I did was for my previous clients. But I did another project for this same homeowner at the same house where I kind of built out his garage just like mine. And so hopefully that video will be good enough to put together and show you how that turned out as well.
6 cabinets are now completed, assembled, and ready for install. So the last thing I need to do is to build the top and then the toe kick. The top is just going to be a 3/4 inch piece of AC ply. I'm going to hang it over about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and I'll do a slight round over just to take the sharp edge off. And then the toe kick is going to have 4-inch setback all the way around all 4 sides. And the garage that it's being installed in has a sloped floor, and in the area this is going, in the distance where this sits, the floor slopes a 1/2 inch in that distance. So I'm going to make the toe kick 5 inches and then taper cut it long ways, take that 1/2 inch off. So it's going to go from 5 inches to 4.5. And then I'll put the cross members in each one for the toe kick, and then those will be cut down to the size of where they intersect. I'll just measure the tapered toe kick and build those. So then I'll build the toe kick frame, and I'll assemble it with pocket screws, and it'll be ready to go. So when I go to the job, I'll have the 6 cabinets, the toe kick, and the top. I'll be able to roll in, set it all up, install it, and be out of there in less than an hour. So the next thing is the top. Again, I'm going to make it 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So that's going to be plus 1/4. So this will be 36. And then 90 1/4. So 36 by 90 1/4. Cabinets are complete and ready for install. The shop was put away, swept out, and ready to put the cars back in. Cabinets and all the parts fit nicely in the truck. Ready to back up to the job in the morning. About 9 o'clock, do the install. I should be back here by 11. Well, this was a fun project to go back and look at. If you enjoyed this archival footage and you'd like to see more, be sure to give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe so you know when I drop a new video. Most important, tell somebody else about the channel. Help me grow my subscriber base. The more they watch, the better it is, the more motivated I am. Also, you can drop over to the smartwoodshop.com and you can get any of our plans from there to build your own
Smart Wood Shop or any of my workbenches, as well as use our Amazon link. They'll share a little bit with us to help support the channel without costing you any extra. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Wood Shop. Have a great day.